Let us study electric potential due to an electric dipole. Electric dipole means two equal and opposite charges separated by a finite distance. Here in diagram I have shown this plus q charge and minus q charge have same magnitude but opposite charge are separated by a distance. This L and L. That means 2L distance. That 2L distance is called electric dipole length. Okay. And O is center of that dipole. Okay. Now consider a point C at a distance small r from the center of that dipole. And we have to calculate that electric potential at point C due to this electric dipole. Okay. Now for that, consider these plus q and minus q charges are individual charges and calculate potential at point C due to this plus q charge, and then calculate electric potential due to minus q charge at point C, and sum these two potential gives us total electric potential at point C. So for that, the potential, electric potential at due to this plus q charge, now call this as VA, which is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This plus q charge divided by distance is R1. Its distance is R1. And VB can be written as electric potential due to this minus q charge at point C can be written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This minus q charge divided by distance is R2. We know the distance at R only, and R1 and R2 are unknown to us. Yeah. So total potential at point C can be written as VA plus VB, or this is equal to 1 upon this magnitude is same, so Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and inside bracket 1 upon that R1, and this minus is 1 upon R2. R1 and R2 are not known to us. Therefore, this R1 and R2 can be converted into the term R or distance R. So for that, we draw a lines in that diagram. The first line, which is from point A and perpendicular to that line OC. Okay. If that point C makes an angle theta with that axis of that dipole, then here is a right angle triangle, short right angle triangle, and its one side is L. So this side, this angle is known, and L one side length is known. Therefore, the other sides can be written as the opposite side of that theta angle is L sin theta, and the adjacent side of theta is L cos theta. Similarly, draw another line from point B which is perpendicular to that line OC produced. Okay. Here is the angle theta, and the opposite side of this triangle is L sin theta, and that adjacent side is L cos theta. Therefore, now convert these distances R1 and R2 in terms of distance R. For that, we use Pythagoras theorem. So consider this triangle, right angle triangle, this AC and up to here, that right angle triangle. In that right angle triangle, this length can be written as this distance up to here R minus this distance L cos theta. We get this length, and other length is L sin theta length. So by using Pythagoras theorem, R1 square, hypotenuse square, can be written as distance R minus L cos theta distance, its square, and other side square is L square sine square theta. Solve this bracket. So r1 square is equal to r square plus l square cos square theta minus 2 times rl into cos theta plus l square sine square theta. Here is l square cos square theta. Here is l square sine square theta. Now take l square common from both terms. Inside we get cos square theta plus sine square theta, which is equal to 1. Therefore, r1 square is equal to r square plus l square minus 2 times rl into cos of theta. Okay. Similarly, now consider other right angle triangle. This C up to here up to point B. Okay. In that right angle triangle, one side this R2 is hypotenuse and one side is this R distance plus this L cos theta distance. Okay. And other side, second other side is L sin theta. L sin theta. So therefore Pythagoras theorem, this hypotenuse square R2 square can be written as distance R plus L cos theta bracket square plus L square sin square theta. Again solve this bracket. So R2 square is equal to this R square plus L square cos square theta plus 2 times RL into cos theta plus L square sin square theta. Here is the term L square cos square theta and here is L square sin square theta. Take L square common from both terms. Inside we get cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is equal to 1. Therefore, we can write this R2 square as this R square plus L square plus 2 times RL into cos theta. Yeah. Here we get R1 term, R1 square, and we get R2 square. Now, from this R1 square, we take R square common from this right-handed term. So we get this R square common. Inside we get this 1 plus, for taking R square common, we multiply this L square by R square and divide it by R square and take R square side. Therefore it will be L square divided by R square minus, here is 1R, multiply this term by R and divide it by R. We get here R square and take this outside. So we get 2L upon R into cos theta. Okay. For second R2 square term, again take R square common. Therefore, inside the bracket we get 1 plus L square upon R square plus 2 times L upon R into cos of theta. Okay. Now if we compare that distance R with the dipole length, that R distance is very large as compared to this dipole length. Or if we compare this distance AO or L, which is very short, again, therefore L is very short than R. Or if we take that ratio L upon R, which is very less than 1, and if we square this term, this again very less than 1. So we can neglect this L square upon R square from this term. We can neglect this term. Therefore, this R1 square can be written as this R2 square into bracket 1 minus 2L upon R into cos theta, and this R2 square can be written as R square into bracket 1 plus 2 times L upon R into cos of theta. Here take square root of this R1 and R2 square. So we get R1 is equal to square root of this equation is R into bracket 1 minus 2L upon R into cos theta bracket raised to 1/2, and here is R2 is equal to R into bracket 1 plus 2L upon R cos theta bracket raised to 1/2. Therefore, now take reciprocal of these two equations. 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R into bracket 1 minus 2L upon R into cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2. Again, reciprocal of this R2 is equal to 1 upon R into bracket 1 plus 2L upon R cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2. Okay. We get terms for 1 upon R1 and 1 upon R2. We have equation for total electric field at point C is Vc is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into bracket 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Therefore, put this value 1 upon R1 and 1 upon R2 in that equation. Therefore, Vc is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught is constant term, and inside we can write this as 1 upon R into bracket 1 minus 2L upon R into cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2, and this minus 1 upon R2 term. R2 term is 1 upon R into bracket this 1 plus 2L upon R cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2. Okay. Here is 1 upon R is common from both terms, so take it outside. So Vc is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R, and inside the bracket there is 1 minus 2L upon R cos theta, this bracket raised to minus 1/2 minus this term 1 plus 2L upon R cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2. This 1 minus 2L upon R cos theta bracket raised to minus 1/2 can be written or can be solved by using binomial expansion. Binomial expansion of 1 plus x raised to n is equal to 1 minus nx plus dash dash. Number of terms are there. We consider first two terms. Okay, and this 1 minus x raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx plus dash dash. Number of terms are there. Therefore, this VC can be written as Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R, and inside the bracket we write this 1 minus 2L can be written as 1, this minus, and N is minus 1/2, so minus minus we get plus, and here is 1/2 into 2L upon R into cos theta. There is one term and other term is minus this 1, this minus 1/2 into 2L upon R cos of theta. Okay. Therefore, VC is equal to this Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R into bracket this 1 plus this 2 get cancelled, L upon R cos theta minus into bracket 1 minus this 2 get cancelled, L upon R into cos of theta. Okay. Therefore, VC is equal to this Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R into bracket this 1 plus L upon R cos theta, and here is minus 1. This minus get plus, so plus L upon R cos of theta. This plus 1 and minus 1 get cancelled, so VC is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R, and inside the bracket there is this L upon R cos theta plus L upon R cos theta. This becomes 2L upon R cos of theta. This Q into 2L, this Q into 2L can be written as P, which is called dipole moment. P is equal to Q, electric dipole moment. Okay. So this can be written as VC is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this Q into 2L can be written as P cos theta upon this R, and this R is R square. This is electric potential at point C due to this electric dipole. For that, we know that electric dipole moment of that dipole, theta is angle which is made by that axis, okay, theta, and distance of point C from that center of dipole. Okay. This equation VC can be written in another form as VC is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this P into, multiply this as R into cos theta and divide this as one more R, so it will be R cube. Therefore, that VC is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this PR cos theta can be written in scalar form as P bar dot R bar upon R cube. Therefore, VC is equal to this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this R bar can be written as P bar dot R cap into this R divided by R cube. Therefore, VC is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this P bar dot R cap is unit vector, Okay. Along the direction of r. Upon this one r get cancelled, so we can write this as r square. This is one more equation for electric potential at point C. Here we study two special cases. One case is electric field at axis of the dipole. Axis of dipole. Along the axis of dipole, if point C we take, therefore the angle theta, if we take point C along this line, the angle becomes 0 degree. Or if we take that point C along this direction, then angle theta is 180 degree. Okay. In that case, this term, this equation can be written as VC, V along the axis is equal to this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this term P into cos theta. Cos theta means cos 0 or cos 180 degree. So cos theta or cos 180 degree is plus 1 or minus 1. Therefore, it will be plus or minus 1. P upon r square. P is equal to Q into 2L. Okay. So this value of electric potential along the axis is maximum. Okay. And if we take that r distance along the equator of the line, then V along the equator at distance r is at that time that theta angle theta is 90 degree or other side is 270 degree. In that case cos 90 is equal to 0. Therefore we get potential along that equator line is 0. Okay. This is about electric potential due to an electric dipole.